Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we are bringing you the Greycat ROC. That is the first mining vehicle in the game by Greycat Industrial. This is a little bitty rover, if you want to call it that. It's not even really a rover size. It's not Greycat buggy sized. It's not Tumbril Cyclone size. It's kind of a size of its own. We'll get into the dimensions later in the video. But this thing is going to be useful for mining rocks that are in between a hand mining laser, or like the multi-tool, and something that you might need for a prospector. So it's kind of right in the middle. And if you watch the video for the Greycat ROC, the commercial, they have a Goldilocks theme to it. It's a really cool video. Really like it. It's an awesome fit for what this vehicle is. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just the right size for a particular type of rock that you're looking to mine. Now, in my very limited use of it here on 310 Live, I have not found too many rocks that I could mine, but again, I did not use it for very long. I just wanted to get some really cool shots of it. I didn't have a lot of time to spend on getting actual gameplay of it. I apologize for that. I will have that coming somewhere down the road. My time is really limited right now because of work and family. I'm doing the best that I can with the little amount of time that I have. And I'm sure I'm not giving enough time to any or all of those. So, you know, it's really hard to do full-time job, full-time family, and full-time videos. So we're just going to make the most of it. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys enjoy some of the shots of the Greycat ROC here. Now, this thing is available for Warbond for $50 right now. Standalone is $55. That's with store credit. And you could also get it in a pack with the Cutlass Black, the Rock and Brawl pack. That is $140 Warbond, but you get LTI for both the Cutlass Black and the Greycat ROC. So that's a pretty good deal. And then you have $150 for store credit. You still get 6-month insurance on that. And again, you guys don't harp on LTI insurance. CIG has said multiple times that it's going to be very minor cost to you. It's going to be a fairly easy to pay for kind of thing. Now, I will tell you, if you have a large fleet, you may need LTI because, you know, a lot of your ships may just be sitting there, and keeping insurance payments on those ships could, you know, become burdensome if you have a ton of them. Especially the bigger ships, I can imagine the insurance payments are going to be quite large. So, yeah, that's the only reason why I would get LTI if you were new to the game, is if you were planning on having a very large fleet of purchased ships, not purchased in-game, but purchased out of game. So, yeah, something to keep in mind. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to break apart this massive Agricium rock. It's not going to happen. You cannot do that with this little bitty mining laser. Now, this is a size 1 mining laser, and it's got an arbor on there. As far as I know, you cannot upgrade it just yet. It would be nice to have a helix for it. You still shouldn't be able to do a rock this size with this little bitty vehicle. I'm just using the ROC as an example of, you know, I guess the laser, what it looks like, the extractor. If you have a mining vessel or seen a mining vessel, it looks identical, just coming out of a smaller mount. So it's a smaller beam, you could say. But the mining principles, the mechanics, are the same as if you would do it with a hand laser or with a ship on this ROC. So yeah, you'd use the same mechanics where you're fluctuating the power. You know, you put a lot of energy into the ROC, and you try to keep it in between, you know, the green zone, so that the ROC breaks apart when it hits 100%. And try to keep it out of the red zone so it doesn't explode and possibly do damage to you and your little vehicle here. Now, this thing can move quite fast. It is a quick little booger. It will scoot along the land quite well, and I know a lot of people have commented on how it can tip over easily. I didn't tip it over, and I wasn't exactly careful driving it. So I don't know where they're driving it that they're tipping it over, but they must be putting it through more insane paces than I did for the few minutes that I drove around in it. Because I was going off of jumps, I was hitting rocks, I was doing all sorts of little things. But this thing definitely moves around pretty quick. Maybe not as quick as a Tumbril Cyclone, quicker than a Dragonfly, I believe. I mean, it feels like it's quicker than even a Greycat Buggy. It is scooting. And as you can see, I catch a little bit of air there. The wheels seem to hold up pretty well. I remember the Cyclone wheels would fall off if you would hit a jump a certain way in the past. As you can see, I found a couple of different Agricium rocks. I really wish I would have had a mole or even a prospector to take care of those while I was here. Something you could do is leave your Greycat ROC next to these things and go get a mining vessel and come back and start mining up these rocks. That's one way to do it, to be able to find it, because we don't have waypoints in the game yet. So it's very important that you're able to find, the rocks that you want to mine. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother topic. We'll get into that at another time. But yeah, this little thing is pretty quick. Now, what kind of money does it make? Let me be honest with you. Right now in 3.10, it's not going to make you a ton of money. There's not very many people that I know that are rolling in the dough, so to speak, from using their rock. The time and effort that it takes to actually mine all the smaller rocks, first you got to find them. And that's going to take quite a bit of effort to do. And then, mining them, you're looking at a significant time for money value. I guess you're not going to get the value for the amount of time you put in it. You could easily get in a prospector and make more money. Now, here's the thing you can also think about. Well, maybe you can't afford a prospector in game because, they're like 1.8 million, something along those lines. You can't afford to get it. So this could be a definite, I guess, starting miner to pick up money, but you're gonna be stuck being around one of the places that you can spawn it. Like I spawned this at Shubin Mining 1 on Daymar, and there was actually a lot of rocks nearby that you could actually, I guess, scan is the best way to put it, because you couldn't break any of them. That's the biggest issue. But, if you can get a few and you can get it back and maybe be able to sell some of the goods, that could make you some money. From what I hear, the rock doesn't even have to be with you to sell the goods. I don't know how that works, but it's another bug, I'm sure. Otherwise, you're going to have something like a Cuddy Black to transport this thing around. And if you're getting a Cuddy Black and a rock, you can do that for, like I said, for $140 right now. How much is a prospector in real world money? Well, it's not much more than that, and you'll probably make more money off of it mining. Now, the Cuddy Black could be used for other things that you can make money off of, so you kind of have to do a price analysis on what you want to do in the game to what the value of the ships or the ship and vehicle are to you. That's what I would do before deciding to buy this little vehicle. And if you just want a little ground vehicle, and this is, it's a mining vehicle as well, and that's just kind of a bonus for you, it might be a great fit for you. Definitely something to look into. Now, if you don't know what ROC stands for, it's Remote Ore Collector. It says work smarter, not harder. It kind of has some interesting little, I guess, flip-throughs here, different pages talking about the different parts of the little rock. And the extraction beam, the laser, size 1, that sort of thing. Open air canopy, what it can actually fit into. It will go into the dimensions here in just a second of it. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot on the YouTube algorithm. I certainly do appreciate it. If you'd like to contribute to this channel, you can do that through my Patreon or my YouTube membership program. You can get in for as low as $1. And it's so huge when you guys decide to donate like that. I can't thank you enough. As you can see, this thing is 5.1 meters long, 3.8 wide. You got all these little different components here that they briefly talk about. You can look at it from the front and the back on the web page. It can hold 0.85 SCU of cargo or of minerals. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it'll be pretty decent actually. And it's about 3.15 meters tall. So it's going to be a super tight fit. In a freelancer, you can do it, but I don't recommend using a freelancer for it. It's just very tight. And again, here's the cells: $50 war bond, 55 credit. Then down below, you'll have the Rock and Brawl for 140 and 150. So once again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.